Hello YouTube, this is my 20 question tag that I got from my friend kristyinterrupted, and she got it from her friend gorzalicous. So I am going to try to include both of them in the description below, which I'm a dork at, so wish me luck. But this is the 20 questions. The first question is, thing you can't leave home without. The thing that I cannot leave home without most of the time is a lighter. I go absolutely crazy if I get in the car and look in my purse and I don't have a lighter. That's it, a lighter. And, well, that's it, a lighter. My favorite brand of makeup. My favorite brand of makeup is, I have a lot of favorites. My favorite cheap brands of makeup are like so happens. Oh, I like these cheap LA Colors ones. I like these. These are cheap. I like, oh, I love Wet n Wild. That's another pretty cheap one that I love. But my favorite is Hard Candy. That's my absolute favorite. If I could have like every item off the Hard Candy deal, I would be like in tall cotton. That would make me happy. My favorite flower. Okay, this is not an easy one because I love certain flowers for certain reasons. I love sunflowers, but I do not grow them very well. This last year I grew a giant one that was like over 7 feet tall and a bunch of small ones, and it was the first time I've ever even been able to get them to grow. But they grow wild all around here in the late summer, and when you look across this valley and you see all those sunflowers growing out in the country, it is so freaking magnificent. So I think probably the sunflowers. And then my other favorite flower to grow myself, I love morning glories, because you can buy $5 worth of morning glories and cover your whole yard, every fence, every ugly thing in morning glories. They grow like mad, they spread like crazy, and I love them. That is my absolute, really one of my, probably my favorite since I was a kid, those and sweet pea. I love the sweet peas too. Favorite clothing store, question number 4. Well, my favorite clothing stores have got to be just like secondhand stores. I love secondhand clothes, I love vintage clothes. The better bargain I get, the happier I am. So I'm going to say secondhand. My favorite perfume. This is a tough one. I love, well, I have a couple of favorites. I love Chanel No. 5. My mom always wore Chanel No. 5 when I was a kid, and there's something about that smell that I really love it. For myself, I like sunflower, I like vanilla stuff, I like all those little cheap body sprays, you know, sweet pea, all those flavors, just any of that stuff. I have a lot, but probably my favorite is Chanel No. 5 because of my mom. Heels or flats? Well, I used to love heels, and I used to have jobs where I loved heels, but let me grab these. But now that I'm older, well, I always have liked boots, which, you know, like flat-heeled Western boots. I used to wear a lot of Western boots. I wear slippers out all the time in the house, or like house shoes that you can go outside on, or clogs or something like that. But this is my favorite shoes right now. Check this boot out. Awesome. $4 at Thrift Town. These things go for like 40 bucks. And it's got all these great colors in this jazzy little buckle. And this is my favorite pair of shoes right now. I wear the heck out of these things. Can wear them with anything. They look great with leggings. They look good with skinny jeans. They even look good with some long skirts and stuff. I wear them with everything. So that's, I'm going to have to say flats. Did I make good grades? I did not make good grades, but the reason I did not make good grades, now, this is in high school. I made good grades in elementary school, and I made not good grades in middle school at all. But I was a nervous wreck, and I was going through a lot. My parents divorced and stuff, and my grades started to slip. I actually have a very high IQ, And when I was in high school, I was bored to tears, and I ditched school all the time, and I made terrible grades. When I was in college, which was only just recently, I made straight A's. So I am a straight A student as an adult, but as a kid, I did not make good grades. But I just couldn't get into school. They did not give me enough to. I was reading like at the age of 3. I could read a Reader's Digest magazine. I remember doing that clearly, and newspapers and stuff by 3 or 4 years old. So I was a pretty intelligent kid, and I just was not motivated. So didn't have any, real support from me. I was gifted, and they didn't take care of me. My favorite colors. Okay, obviously my favorite color is pink. I love pink, anything. But to wear, I really like dark greens. I like turquoise blue. I love black. To wear black because it makes you look skinny. But pink is probably my favorite color. Do you drink energy drinks? Absolutely not. They are disgusting. And to me, honestly, the aftertaste from that stuff reminds me of stinky feet. I do not do energy drinks. Disgusting. Do you drink juice? I do drink juice. I love cranberry juice, and I love tomato juice. I drink a lot of tomato juice. I like pineapple juice. I like grape juice sometimes. I like juice. It's cool. Do you like swimming? I do like swimming. I was a very good swimmer when I was a kid, and I actually was a Olympic hopeful for 1976 Olympics, and I did pre-trials for 1980. So, yes, I love swimming. Do you eat fries with a fork? I have eaten fries with a fork. I had to think about this. The only times that I've ever eaten French fries with a fork is if it comes on a plate, like with a steak, and I'm eating something else with the fork that's on the plate. If it's with a sandwich, then I eat them with my fingers. Unless it's a French dip sandwich, then sometimes I do use a fork. If I'm at a nicer place and I have that, I will dunk the fries with the fork in that au jus stuff, because I love those. My favorite moisturizer is, without a doubt, Oil of Olay. Do you want to get married later in life? Well, I did get married later in life. I was single for 15 years. I was already married twice, and I waited till I was 49 to get married. And I think that though I love my children, and I couldn't have had my kids if I didn't get married, the other times I wish that I had waited and did a little more living before I got married. So, do you get mad easily? I do not get mad easily, but I have a terrible temper. It is something you do not want to mess with. It even freaks me out. I have a terrible temper, and scary. But I don't get mad easily. It takes me a while, and then when I reach a certain point, I've had enough, and I explode, and it's terrifying. Are you into ghost hunting? Yes, I am. I would love to go on some of those ghost hunting shows. I would love that. And I have lived in houses that are haunted, and I'm pretty sure this house is haunted. So I've only lived here for a while, but I'm pretty sure it is. And in this little town that I live in, it was a mining town in the turn of the century, and there was a time when this little town had something like 20 saloons and hotels and gunfights, and almost every place in this town is haunted by something. Any phobias? I am terrified of heights. If there's nothing to hold on to, if I'm walking across like one of those traverse bridges or something like that, I get like that, what do you call it? It's, vertigo kind of feeling. Also, I cannot climb on top of my house, but I can climb the tallest tree, and if I'm mountain climbing, I can rock climb because there's something to grab with my hands. The only time I'm afraid of heights is when I'm out and there's nothing to hold on to. I get really scared, just even on top of this house. I can't do that. Do you bite your nails? No, I do not bite my nails. I wear fake nails. I used to bite my nails when I was a kid terribly, and when I got bigger, I quit doing it. So. Have you ever had a near-death experience? No. A near-death experience, like a memory of almost dying or almost going into the light, something like that. No, I've never had that experience. Oh my God, no, I never have. I've done crazy stuff, and I've done stuff that I thought later, wow, I could have killed myself, but but I've never had any experience like, you know, almost die or almost go into the light or anything. No. Do you drink coffee? I love coffee. I drink coffee morning, noon, and night. And that is the end of my 20 question tag. So thanks. I hope you guys will do it. Take care.